Good morning. We're looking at the benchmark skills lesson plan. You are to pick one of these skills. It has these parts. Students will learn or learn how to insert skill there. It has input, which is explicit instruction, modeling, and or examples. Now, when you do this, you have to define using kid terms. Remember, students know nothing. You're looking at the kindergarten first or second grade level. Explain what it is and why that skill is used. Model and show the steps. Use lots and lots and lots of examples and some non-examples. This is the short A. At, t, and. All right, you have to give many examples. You cannot simply give one line, short A sounds like this, and assume that students know it. You are teaching. Give some non-examples as well. You want to make this as multimodal as possible. Use lots of visual displays if possible. Guided practice is where you take the group through it somehow. It gives you a chance to do some dip-sticking or formative assessment. And the independent practice or the activity is where students practice what they have already learned. If you're doing your job, 95 to 100% success ratio, or they apply the skill in an authentic setting or an authentic activity. For example, short A has students describe something that really makes them mad. Criterion: is the lesson useful, interesting, or informative? Does it teach a skill related to some aspect of literacy? Make sure it's a skill and not an activity. Doing short A bingo is a nice activity, but in and of itself, it's not a skills lesson plan. And the purpose statement should be a statement, a short, concise statement that describes exactly what skill you want students to learn. All input and activity should directly support the purpose statement. The purpose statement guides everything that comes below. In your lesson plan, include a purpose, input, guided practice, and activity sections in your lesson plan. They need to be labeled, each with a heading. And list and describe the steps necessary to complete the skill or describe exactly what students need to know. Define, describe, give examples or non-examples where necessary. You demonstrate or model the skill using cognitive modeling. That means you're thinking out loud. Show examples and non-examples where necessary. Include guided practice. Label it GP or guided practice where students practice a skill. Independent activity is the activity. Independent practice. Independent practice is a review or practice of skills which students have already learned. The lesson should be explicit and easy to follow. Rule of thumb: a substitute teacher or a classmate should be able to pick it up and replicate exactly what you want them to do. Include that independent practice. Let's see. The lesson plan should look professional. You should include any diagrams, attachments, worksheets, whatever, so that the reader knows exactly what you are doing. That shows you have thought through it. And use outline form, short abbreviated sentences, not paragraph, not narrative, outline form. There's a basic overview. You can stop that and go through that at your leisure. You are welcome.